Shalom. The Hebrew Israelites. The Hebrew Israelites who come out here to prophesy the destruction of America and the kingdom to come of the nation of Israel having full dominance on the planet Earth. Of you so-called Negroes, Native Americans, people of Hispanic descent, you're the people of the book, you're the Israelites. And we start off week in and week out by giving infinite honor to our Heavenly Father and our great King.
Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushua Ba'ashem, Rakadash.
Honor to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who have taught us this glorious gospel in this final hour of salutation to our fellow laborers throughout the four winds, pushing this doctrine across the four winds. Shalom, each other. We're coming out here prophesying to tell you what's going to happen before it happens in these end times in America. All right? What the Lord is doing, He's raising up His elect of the nation of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and so-called Native Americans. All right? And got His prophets out here to teach you the truth of the scriptures. And He also got us out here to tell you that this God-forsaken place, America, a.k.a. Babylon, is about to be destroyed after the four winds. World War III is about to be ushered in. A new currency is going to come into the planet Earth. That Charagma, that digital imprint that every human being on the planet Earth is going to have to get if they want to buy, sell, or trade. And if you get it, you're a dead man and woman. All right? So we're going to start off and bring forth these prophecies. Bring it out, brother.
This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15, verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy.
All right, and the prophecy, this whole book is a book of prophecies, man. All right, the Lord, the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. All right, Paul wrote in 1 Corinthians the 14th chapter, the covered prophecy. All right, the prophecy is telling us we're at the end of time. All right, we're in a time where the Lord is having a paradigm shift. He's about to switch the powers on the earth, man. The nation of Israel is rising, and you so-called white people about to go into slavery in the kingdom of heaven. All right? And World War III is upon us. Bring it out, brother.
Which I will put in thy mouth, said the Lord.
And He put in in the mouths of His servants, the prophets. This is who you see around the planet Earth on these corners. Preferably the men of Great Millstone who have the apostles' doctrine. All right? Uncut, unfiltered. Bring it out.
Verse 2, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true.
And that's why we come out these scriptures, all right? Because this is where the prophecies dwell, all right? We funnel the things that you see on the news through the scriptures, man, okay? When you see Russia and Putin on the news out here saying that they're not going to deal with America coming on their borders and getting their business with the Ukraine, that's war talk, all right? The end of time is going to come in through lamentation, mourning, and war. All right? The war drums are beating, okay? Bring it out.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 19, verse 11. I'm going to start at 10. And I fell at His feet to worship Him, and He said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai. Worship the Most High, for the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy.
And our great King gave that testimony to the apostles. All right, what did the apostles do? They went throughout Asia Minor and gave it to those elect men. And those elect men documented in these holy scrolls. All right, and it went a time where the truth was hidden. All right, our people fell away. Now it's sprung back up in the earth. All right, and you have men rightly dividing the scripture of truth and prophesying, man. Okay? You got digital imprints about to come in the planet Earth and World War III. I want to hamper on this nigga Putin, though. All right? You got America over there in Ukraine's business. They're warring, but in the coming days, Ukraine is going to join the EU. All right? When you look at the news, it's going to happen. Once Ukraine joins the EU, that's war. Russia do not want America that close to their borders. All right, World War III is going to be implemented full throttle. And then guess what Russia's going to do? They're going to get close over here to America's border. They're going to go to Venezuela and go over there to Cuba to get close over here. Okay? And these are the times we're living in. And World War III will be nuclear.
Yes.
All right, these nukes are not sitting in silos collecting dust. All right, they pay billions of dollars to create these missiles, man. All right, get all that plutonium, uranium. All right, that's how the Lord is going to usher in the so-called white man's kingdom. His blessing is a sword, but the Lord got him in a trick bag. His blessing is going to bring his untimely demise. The seed and the deceiver are his.
That's right.
All right, bring up your precept.
Verse 11 is one more. It says, and I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True.
All right, and that's our great king, man, coming in on the fathership. And when he enters the earth's atmosphere again, he's going to come in at the cusp of World War III. And he's going to do away with these Russians and all the nations that are going to be confederate to fight against him. When you look at these movies on throughout America, from the 1940s on down, they always have these movies where out of UFO force is going to come in and wage war on humans. They can call that predictive programming. When they say, behold, this white horse came out of heaven, that's our great king. So in people's minds, unconsciously, they think anytime they see something in the heavens, that what? It's negative. All right? It's coming again, coming to occupy. And he is going to be an occupying force. All right? To take away the thrones of the kings of the earth and give it and share it with his men.
Yep, on his head, he's going to come back wearing many crowns.
That means he's going
to other nations.
Yeah, he's going to take away their dominion. That's what that means. Bring it out.
One more. It says, and in righteousness he does judge and make war.
All right? And that's what we're talking about. This is the war of wars. All right? The second war passed. The third war coming quick. World War III. All right? You got our people, you so-called Negroes, Native Americans, people Hispanic descent, you just walk around touring, partying, bullshitting. All right? And you're not preparing for the troublesome times that we're about to walk into, man. All right? The scripture is written that the children of this world are wiser than the children of light. Your racial counterparts, they see things coming. They look at the news, they read excerpts, and they study. But our people, man, when all hell breaks loose, it's going to hit you like a fucking landslide. The worst lick is the lick that you don't see coming. Right. All right? And it's going to happen because you rejected servants to prophets, what we coming out here telling you, man. Bring out your precept.
All right. This is going into when the elder was just bringing up Putin and the role that Russia is going to play. This is Isaiah 13 and 17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver. And as for gold, they shall not delight in it.
All right, he's going to stir up the Medes against Babylon. All right? Historically, the Lord stirred up the Medes to take down ancient Babylon. All right? But hey, the Lord is, when you understand the scriptures from a spiritual perspective, when you look at that landmass and the people that occupy where the Medes were, those are the modern day Russians, man. All right? And the Lord is stirring them up to come against modern day Babylon, which you know as America. And it's stirred up already. People across seas hate Americans, preferably so-called Russians, man. All right? And the kingdom divided can't stand because Russians and Americans are brethren, but the Lord had that sword between them, that barriers between them, so they could bring in the end of times, man. Okay? And the Medes are going to burn this bitch up with fire, man. Bring it out.
Verse 18. Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces.
And it's talking about those nuclear missiles, those ICBMs. All right? And it only take 30 minutes for them to get from one hemisphere to the next.
Right.
All right? Those bows they're talking about. Intercontinental ballistic missiles. Fired from submarines, fired from silos throughout various parts of the earth. All right? America's going to get hit with thousands of them, man. Millions of them. Okay? And these are beautiful times because if you're in your right fucking mind and you see all the calamities that have been done to our people, you should be happy to see the fall of your enemy, man. Right. And if you're not happy that America's about to get destroyed, you are part of the problem, and you're gonna drink of the same cup these so-called white people gonna drink of. And that's gonna be a beautiful thing, because hey, look, you people that don't subscribe to this doctrine and reject this doctrine, we hate you just as much as we hate the so-called white man. All right? We hate them that hate our Lord, man. All right? Bring it up.
It's Matthew chapter 24, and verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
And that word rumor goes in the news, man. When you see in the news, they say this country is raising up against this country, that country is raised up against this country. You know you're at the end. The end is not yet, but you know the leaves on the fig tree are tender, summer is not, and we're at the end. Okay? We are literally at the end. That's why every brother's supposed to be getting built on their most holy faith, praying to the Lord to open up your understanding and strengthen you. Okay? All right.
Verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation.
And that's what you see on the news, man. All right, you got China rising up against India. They fighting over a fucking strip of land. Okay? You got the Moabites over there in the land of Ham in Uganda and shit, trying to take over them to get their natural resources, especially in South Africa. All right? They're trying to run all the Moabites out of their country and shit. Okay? You got America and Russia playing, they're not just straightforward raising their fists at each other, but they're doing shit. Like America's over there supplying those Ukrainians. Okay? And Russia knows it. Okay? What you call that shit when they doing it behind closed doors or something you call it? Proxy war, something like that, man. That's what they're doing, man. War games, man. All right, bring it up.
And kingdom against kingdom.
All right, and kingdom against kingdom. All right, and it also goes against, that's also going to trickle down into race wars, class wars. All right, Egyptian slaying Egyptian, political wars, all hell breaking loose. And you're having civil unrest, Americans killing Americans. All right, the kingdom divided can't stand. The Lord is going to tear this place down strategically from within. All right, you're going to have the banks are going to collapse, and you're going to have the middle class coming up against the government and the rich. All right, we're living in beautiful times. Bring it up.
And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places.
And you can see it clearly. All right, here in America, man, you done had so many food processing plants that then mysteriously went up and fucking smoke. All right, they just getting destroyed miraculously. All right, that's the Lord bringing forth that famine. Food prices are surging. All right, when you talk to these farmers throughout America, they tell you they're having the worst crops ever. All right, those things are going to bring in famines, man. Okay.
You got Bill Gates and these different men done basically weaponized agriculture, man.
Yeah.
It's weaponized. You collect water, all right, in the Middle East. I mean, not the Middle East, in those in the States, where you grow the crops, they just sit, the Midwest, they just sit floods through there. All that, man, and done bought all these farmers out, man.
Yeah.
All right, it's strategically being done. Go ahead, Gary.
Yeah, and they're buying up all that land in the Midwest. Bring it out.
In India, it has banned exports of rice. Right now.
Yeah.
India has banned the exports of rice now. Yeah. And that's why they're having a whole, like a frenzy. They're doing panic buying with rice.
And they weaponize the climate. So now you got climate crisis. You see? So now the sun, we don't need the sun to block out, then the sun produces crops, man. So they're using the sun against the crops. Everything is weaponized now. All the things that are good.
And you know the Lord is doing these things. Exactly. Because these things are happening simultaneously, man. Yep. All right? They're not happening spread apart. Yep. It's like a domino effect. The Lord is strategically tearing this place down. All right? And what Esau like to do, gradualism, when he's putting he's setting forth his enterprises, that's what the Lord doing, but he's just speeding it up.
Those birth pains.
They don't slack. They don't slack.
You got to slack.
You're right.
Verse 8, all these are the beginning of sorrows.
All right. And those sorrows that make those birth pains short. You got two cents, brother? All right. Bring that up.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 18, verse 17. I'm going to start at 16.
Yeah.
I'm going to start at 15. It's like the merchants of these things, which were made rich by her, shall stand afar off for the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing, and saying, Alas, alas, that great city that was clothed in fine linen, and purple, and scarlet, and decked with gold, and precious stones, and pearls, for in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught.
They're talking about the destruction of America. They're talking about purple. Purple represents royalty. So it says gold, so and so forth. All right? The philosophy for the other nations about coming here to America is what? Come here and get rich. Right? Come here and prosper. Come here with nothing, all right, and build yourself up and leave with something. All right? And the Lord is going to destroy all that, man. All right? Within one hour. Okay? Within 1 hour. It's going to take 1 hour for this place that's been up and running 200 years to be destroyed, man.
I ran into a guy in Houston that pretty much said they teach those other nations that in immigration. When they get immigration to come over here, get their green card, having them classes, tell them about the American dream. Tell them how they really be going into Psalms 83rd chapter, right? Tell them how not to mess with Jake. Don't give your daughters to the so-called black man. Don't give your daughters to the Latinos, all right? They'll rob you, steal, kill, rape. That's what they implanted in their heads, man. All right? But you finding out quickly that American dream is a whole nightmare now, man. Nightmare on M Street. Yeah. All right? You got it out.
In the other countries, when they come over here, they are taught not to deal with the so-called Negro, Native American, Hispanic person. But when you look at these East Indians, these Arabs, and these Moabites, where do they get all of their income from? Jake. All right? Licking our swords. When they come over here and make it big, they're making it big of the people that they're taught not to deal with.
All right? On top of this, their daughters still can't resist, man.
Oh, no.
They still can't resist Jake.
No, indeed, no.
You know?
If I can add it, because I work with a whole bunch of so-called Vietnamese, they tell us all the time, you was to go to our country, all the women over there will fall at your feet. You know, just to back on what you said.
Yeah, I just watched another video. Jake went down to the DR. Jake went to Thailand. They catcalling Jake, man.
Yeah.
What is it? BBC. That's all you hear all day. BBC.
And they follow him around like the guys. I seen that clip.
Yeah.
It has a guy. He go everywhere around the earth. Basketball brothers. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, they go. Jake walking down the street.
And you got people following up behind him. And shit.
Muscles on top of muscles. Said the women come up to, talking to him in his ear, rubbing on that man law. It is what it is. Jake, hey man, naturally the world knows where we supposed to be at, man. As far as ruling, the women damn sure know. That's how you also see a transition in power. Because Jake now dealing with all the niggas and women. Yeah. You know, nobody wants that white boy, that regular ass white boy. Nobody wants a Moabite, man. All right.
Yes, man. And we coming to the time when nobody ain't gonna want you thug ass niggas. All right.
That too.
You ignorant ass 2/3 ass niggas. Because that's what the so-called black woman wants and cries after. The other nations really don't be fucking with them dudes.
Yeah.
You know, they just want a Jake, but they don't be fucking with the ignorant ass niggas. But, hey, all the things that those women are yearning for, it's about to turn into the men of the Lord. The Lord said He's gonna make His men bring that out.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 13, verse 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold.
All right, and wisdom make a man's face to shine, man. All right. All of the women are going to be falling down at their knees for the service of your Ba'ashim Shine in the coming days, man. All right?
Yeah, not no worthless ass nigga, no trap house nigga,
no
man.
dirtbag ass nigga, man.
Yeah.
D-boy.
Yeah. Hey, when we say it's the so-called white man's, his time is up, is ruling in the earth. You 2/3 niggas, y'all time of polluting the communities, being witch doctors, robbing and spoiling your own people. That time is up too, man. All right? The Lord about to get you niggas out the way real soon, man. And we can't wait. You was finished on that? All right, bring a piece up on it.
This is Zephaniah.
He's gonna lift his bench. All right? We're living in a time that our teachers are not going to be put in the corner no more. All right? Everybody sees our teachers. Because this is a beautiful doctrine coming up, and we're waking up the peoples of the earth. Okay? And when all hell breaks loose, people are going to want answers. And they're going to remember the men that told them what was going to happen before it happened. They're going to learn that prophecy is power. Okay? Bring it up.
This is Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 19. Behold, at that time I will undo all that afflict thee. I will save her that halted and gather her that was driven out. And I will get them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame.
All right, and we're out here to illuminate our Heavenly Father. We are out here to glorify our Heavenly Father. And in turn, He's going to glorify His servants, man. Okay? Because, hey, I want to get on it and in on that. We're not out here to glorify ourselves. I've seen beloved Elder Apostle Gabar do a video on that, man. All right? We're coming out here with nothing more than tools. All right? With nothing but screwdrivers, hammers, and instruments used to bring out this truth, man. We're not out here to fill our own belly and come out here and cuss out the so-called white man and look like scholars, man. We just out here to tell the truth of the scriptures. All right? And when you do it in sincerity and truth, all right, the Lord is He's gonna make you infamous first. And that fame is going to come on you, all right? And you're going to be known as that fine gold, all right? And we're living in that time for all those prophecies to come to pass, all right? We're living in a time of prophecies coming to pass, all right? We don't have much time. We don't have much time. We're not talking about things going to happen 10 years from now. We're talking about things that can happen today or tomorrow.
Right.
All right? You got it, brother.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 32, and verse 2. And a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind.
All right, because the Lord is a strong tower, and him that fear him run to it. And the Lord protects his servants, all right? So if you're joined to the servants of Yahweh B'Shem Awashai, all right, they're going to be a hiding place. Wisdom is a defense, man. All right? Yahweh B'Shem Awashai is our defense. Okay? And he said he's not going to let a hair on his servant's head get touched, man. All right? So therefore it means that his servants is a hiding place because he dwells within them. Bring it out.
And the covert from the tempest, and as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land.
That's why you got to come to the church, man. The church is an assembly of elect Israelites that have this knowledge. That's where you're going to be comforted. All right? When he say, in the famine, my servant shall eat. All right? Those are those men. All right? During the drought, his servant shall drink. But everybody else is going to be weary, man. So you need to go where his servants are, giving out these rivers of living water so you can be comforted in these tumultuous times that we're living in, man. Because it's about to get nasty out here. All right, this is the calm before the storm, and it's about to get severely nasty.
This is why that scripture comes into play. This is Isaiah chapter 26, verse 20. It says, "Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers, and shut the doors about thee. Hide thyself, as it were, for a moment, a little moment, until the indignation be overpassed." That's how bad it's gonna get.
Yeah. All right. And the Lord is gonna comfort his servants, man. All right. Hey, you want to have time? Hey, what happened? Who was that the Lord made metamorph in a chair to go feed Daniel? That was Haggai? Habakkuk? Yeah. All right. You're going to have instances like that, man, where a guy during Jacob's trouble might be in some dire need and dying straight, and the Lord might beam him up, man. Okay? Because those chambers, the Lord's going to beam us up in his chariots, man. All right? When those missiles are dropping on this motherfucker, man. And that's what we want, man. We are out here because what it say, Noah was moved with fear and he started building that ark. We're moved with fear. We believe those missiles are about to descend on this motherfucker. We want to be saved, man. We want to be delivered. You got it,
Let me read it again. This is Isaiah 26 and 20. "Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers, and shut the door about thee. Hide thyself, as it were, for a little moment, until the indignation be overpassed. For behold, the Lord cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity. For the earth also is disclosed her blood, as shall no more cover her slain."
Yeah. So the Lord is going to protect the servants, man. When those missiles descending on this place, he's going to beam up his servants, protect them for those calamities from those missiles. All right? What it say? The righteous shall scarcely make it. He's going to beam you up in the chair. You're going to be on that sea of glass looking at the destruction, looking at the fall of your enemy. Right. All right, and even in Jacob's trouble, he's going to comfort us, man. Those chairs are going to be down here. In ancient Egypt, you had a cloud by day and a fire by night. And that was Yahweh in that chariot, what? Telling us where to move, how to move. All right? Sending water out of rock, feeding us, and feeding us manna from heaven. The same thing's going to happen here in modern day Egypt. You got it, brother.
In old time, you had Noah's Ark. All right? Was prepared for that known world back then to be destroyed. Guess what's going to save the 144,000 this time? Because only 8 people will survive that. Yep. On this run, you're only going to have the 104,000 and the elect, man, on this side of the earth. No. So you look at that chambers, it's talking about the chariots, man. The same way that was knocking on those doors to the actual boat of Noah. Well, you ain't gonna better knock on them chambers of the chariots, man. He said, "Hide me until the indignation be overpassed." What is the indignation?
Hey, brother, come over here.
He can decide though.
Hey, you got any questions? You got any questions? Oh, y'all just curious. Hey, you play with Auburn?
Yes.
All right. So you a freshman or a sophomore? Freshman. So this gonna be your first season. All right. What position you play? All right. That's what's up. Hey, but look, we out here telling our people that we're the Israelites, people of the book. You believe in the Bible? All right. In contrast to popular belief, the Israelites are the so-called Negroes, Native Americans, and people of Hispanic descent. Come check it out.
Get a picture of the sign so you can have it when you go back home. You can look into it yourself.
Auburn don't let anybody play with you. 4-star, 5-star.
Yeah.
Well,
I got recruited by them. What his name is? Tommy Tuberfield.
Tommy Tuberfield?
Remember Tommy Tuberfield?
No.
I was about to go there.
Hey, but look, y'all Israelites, man.
Yeah, I was about to go there. Yeah.
I think Tommy Tuberfield is a senator now.
Hey, it's in
Yeah.
Still a damn devil. You know?
Bring it out, bro.
This is 2 Peter 2 and 4. It's back in the elder. For if the Most High spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell and delivered them into chains of darkness.
And we were those angels that went off, man. Okay? All the word angel means is a messenger, all right? I
give you the page too.
He raised us up, all right, the nation of Israel, when he created us to do what? Tend to the garden. That means rule over the planet Earth, man. Yeah. And when we went off, all right, what did he do? He took that glory, that immortality away from us. And put us in these God-forsaken chains of darkness where we can't Yeah, I mean, we can't do nothing in this shit. You look at LeBron James like he's a specimen. Man, these earthen vessels are degenerate, man. Okay?
Yeah, and when you read in the Apocrypha, it tell you that the malignant root was in Adam.
Yeah.
All right, meaning what? The malice had been bred from Adam all the way down to now, man. All right, and we was cursed because of that. Okay, and Adam, it was spiritually in the Lord will for Adam to go off, man. And that's why, to this day, we're at the weakest stature we is according to Ezra, man. And that's why we got even small. This is the worst we ever been because of that malignant root that was in Adam, still to this day. That's why it says the second Adam overcame the first, which is our side, right? And now once we get in our side, which we have came back to him, we are now overcoming that old Adam or our old way, man. That's why we become new men. That's why the Lord requires us to put off the old man, man. You see? Go ahead, Father God.
Yeah, and add on what the brother say. Hey, when we fail, when we learn what wickedness was, when we learn what going off is, that makes us better judges and start redeem us, man. Because we know both sides of the spectrum.
If I can add, the brother read it said the angels that sin, right? But we know the angels that dwell up in the heavens don't sin. So, you know, it's not talking about the angels that's in the heavens, it's talking about us that was down here. You got it.
Yeah, you got guys teaching that.
Yeah, that's what it says.
I'm not even going to touch on that. Bring it out.
This is 2 Ezra 3 and 4. O Lord, who bearest rule, thou spakest at the beginning when thou did plant the earth, and that thyself alone, and commandest the people, and gavest a body unto Adam without soul, which was the workmanship of thine hand.
Hey, give me Genesis 1:26.
And did breathe, because like I said, the Lord gave his commandments in the beginning.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to bring out. Keep reading.
It says, and gave us a body unto Adam without soul, which was the workmanship of thine hands, and did breathe into him the breath of life.
And when he created Adam, when he created us on the fifth day, he was in a mortal-like state in Eden, all right? We wasn't corrupt, all right? For you to be able to name every single animal on earth, have dominion on earth, just imagine all these species underneath. Hey, you gotta have some form of spiritual power. It'll take eons to do that, all right? We was on another fucking level before we went off in the beginning. And what makes us immortal, all right? When you were living according to the laws, statutes, and commandments, and you don't go off, man. What made us corruptible when we went off?
Hey, when you go into Genesis, the 5th chapter, all the sons of God from Adam all the way down onto Noah, they was living almost an entire day, a whole 1,000 years.
Yeah.
You go into the Genesis, the 6th chapter, it says, man's days shall be few, 120 years.
Yeah.
So, but it says, and thou leadest him into paradise, which thy right hand had planted, talking about Eden, which means joy. It says, before ever the earth came forth. And unto him thou gavest commandment to love thy way, which he transgressed.
Stop right there. Get that Genesis 1 and 26.
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 1 and verse 26. And Yahweh said, let us make man in our image. Watch it. See that again. And Yahweh said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea.
And that's it. And when he said, let us make man in our image, that's that blessed law he gave, right? Order, laws, statutes, okay? So when he put us in the garden, man, we weren't no lawless creatures, man. We had do's and don'ts, that a code of ethics we had to live by. All right? He gave us that spiritual law, man. All right? We was in touch with that spiritual side. Okay? Bring it out.
And thou gavest commandments to him which he transgressed.
That we went off. Yep. Adam fell. Yeah. All right? Eve went out dealing with other nations. All right? That the Lord told us to deal with. All right? And then she brought those foul-ass philosophies to Adam. All right? And Adam submitted to her advances, man. Okay? And we've been downtrodden ever since. All right? And what did it say? Enoch, he was the seventh from Adam. We've been prophesying about great king coming to redeem us ever since then, from the beginning. Bring it up.
You like it like Enoch going into that learned man. Yeah. So it says, which he transgressed, and immediately thou appointed death in him and his generations, of whom came nations, tribes, peoples, and kindreds out of number.
And ever since then, when you go to Genesis the 5th chapter, what happened? When you read those years of the men that were living, start getting lower and lower and lower to now, man, in our day and time, Jake could have been lived 40 years, 30 years. You know what I'm saying? That's why we need salvation. And the way this devil is doing, the way he poisoning the food, the air, and the water, all right, no flesh gonna be saved if our Lord don't come back, man. Bring it out, brother.
Just a little bit more.
Oh, no, Salakia. You've been saying you had. No, you finish what you got first.
I got a little bit more. It says, and every people walked after the 2 Ezra 3 and 8, and every people walked after their own will and did wonderful things before thee and despised thy commandments. And again, in process of time, thou brought the flood upon those that dwelt in the world and destroyest them. And it came to pass in every one of them that as death was to Adam, so was the flood to these.
And death has reigned from Adam all the way to this time. All right, and now we're in a time of grace and mercy, where the Lord is raising up his elect to do what? Bring us everlasting life. Bring the immortality back to the men that submit under his word. All right? Death, what it say in 1 Corinthians the 15th chapter? Death about to be swallowed up. Oh, death, where's thy sting? Okay? So it's time out for death ruling in the kingdom of men. You got it, brother.
This is 2 Ezra chapter 3, verse 21. For the first Adam, bearing a wicked heart, transgressed and was overcome. And so be all
and
they.
The Lord put that wicked seed in Adam, all right? You got to understand that the Lord, he makes the play, he makes the movie, and this is how he wrote it up. He wanted us to go out so we can hey, for you to be a good judge, you got to know both sides of the spectrum. Like when you go down here to court, and you go down here before these white judges, the reason they can't judge a guy that grew up in the hood with nothing, he can't identify with that. He grew up in suburbia. He don't know the turmoil this person went. So it's hard for him to give righteous judgment. All right? We understand when a young brother come up and what he's going through, how he's battling with certain impulses and stuff. Because we've been in it. We've gone through it. Okay? That's what make you a good judge.
And on top of that, what the Lord do too, to throw a whole spin to everything, he make his men come from all different walks of life.
Yes.
So we can identify with anybody that walks up here.
Yeah.
If you want to get on a college level, brothers have been in college.
Yep.
Brothers have been in the world, in the suburbs, in the hood. Mm-hmm. Right? So you got brothers up here with even deficiencies, man.
You got brothers in the anime.
You know? Yeah, all this shit, man. Everything,
comic
man.
book kings, Marvel action heroes, whatever.
You got the confusion in the face, brothers.
Yeah.
All right. So it's really this truth hits home across different spectrums, man.
Yeah. This got a little bit more. Bring it up.
2 Ezra 3, verse 21. For the first Adam, bearing a wicked heart, transgressed, and it was overcome.
So she got a question? She got a question, huh? What's your question? Okay, well. Hey, come on, cause we can't hear you. He playing that music.
I just wanted to see what y'all had going on because I had some type of like spiritual war. I was kind of curious.
She had like a
I wanted to
spiritual
check y'all out.
She said something about us when she walking by.
We actually out here telling our people the truth of the scripture. Telling our people the nationality first and foremost.
Oh yeah, you know the government trying to brainwash people.
Yeah.
People don't know where they come
And we out here to break down those strongholds.
We know where we come from. So
where you come from?
I come from Haitian and Creole descent. I come from 6 generations of black magic priests. I know where I come from.
Totally off. All right, now look on this. Look on here on this. You see where it say Haitian?
Yeah.
That means you would come from the tribe of Levi. We out here telling our people that you're not Haitian, you're not Creole, you're Israelite from the various tribes. You're from the tribe of Levi.
I got Puerto Rican in me too, so does that lie in the know?
What's your father?
Huh?
What is your father?
My dad, he got Irish in him. But my mama is black. I take over to my mom's side.
No, what is your dad?
My dad's Irish. My dad's Irish. The other half of him ain't shit.
Hey, your dad is a so-called white man?
Supposedly.
Right,
but I don't take after him though. I look like the Haitian side. I was raised by the Haitian side. I wasn't raised by the white side.
All right, listen to scripture.
It's Numbers chapter 1 and verse 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on this verse. And you hear what he said?
Yeah.
Listen to him. Read it again. Read. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month. And they declared their pedigrees after their families.
You know what the word pedigree means? Bring it up.
It's right. like the type of breed, like your bloodline.
Right.
So you notice what it says Puerto Rican. I got Puerto Rican in me too. So I know I'm more than one tribe.
You gotta listen, baby. We're telling you, it don't matter what your mother is. Your pedigree comes from your father. All right, the house of your father. Keep reading, brother.
But if that's the case, right? If my pedigree comes from my dad, then why do all white people call me a nigger just the same as they call y'all? What's the difference?
All right, because that's what we're out here to tell you. Right?
I mixed with 8 different things, right? White is one of them, but I'm still called a nigger.
Listen, there's no such thing as a mixed seed. You can't mix.
What the fuck am I then? If I'm more than one thing, and I'm not mixed, then what am I?
Whatever your grandfather or your father is, that's what you are.
I ain't nothing like that man.
It don't matter about it don't matter about his
race, your nationality. It don't matter if you have his characteristics or his heart, but your race, for you to know who your nationality is, where you come from, it comes from him. All right? And with his pedigree, and if he's a so-called Irishman, you got it from the tribe of Judah.
I don't look at myself.
It's
one of 8 things. And most of the things that I mix with come from the Haitian side of the family.
Think
I
about
was taught Haitian ways.
Let's think about it though.
I was taught Haitian Creole ways. So all that white people shit.
Listen.
I don't look at that shit. I don't
Do you know what the word man means? The word man. The word man means goes into husband. You know what husband means? Tiller the soil seed. So the husband or the man, that's where the seed comes from. So
you can't mix seed.
Well, guess what?
You can't have a pear.
If that's the case, then I ain't gonna have no plan, cause I don't want no man. You wanna know why? Cause they don't know how to act, so I'm never gonna bear seed.
If you put a orange seed in the ground, what type of tree is gonna come up?
It don't matter. It doesn't matter what y'all talking about, but I'm just saying.
Have a nice day.
Y'all say I go from the white side of my family, but I've been called a nigga my whole life, so I look at it. I ain't nothing like my white family.
You're not comprehending what you're talking about.
I don't need to comprehend.
All right, you gotta be quiet.
Go ahead.
And look, I'm gonna say this, man. These fucking women. All right, she's a prime example how the women of our nation are. She's most definitely an Israelite indeed.
Hey,
they don't want to submit. They don't want to deal with order. They can't shut the fuck up. The Lord is about to make y'all learn to shut the fuck up, man. Yeah. We was trying to deal with it. I really don't like dealing with them, period, because that's how they always act. But the Lord is going to make them is going to humble them through action.
Yeah.
Fire, indignation.
We get this one.
Got it, brother.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 40, verse 19. Children in building of a city continue with a man's name, but a blameless woman is counted above them both.
You carry, and the reason you carry on the man's name because man's name is you're of his lineage.
You can't get around that one.
You're of his lineage. You're of his stock. His loins. Okay? Yes. All right? So it don't matter what nation the woman is that you plant that seed in, you're always going to be whatever that seed is. All right? And 9 times out of 10, she say her father was an Irishman. So she's probably from the tribe of Judah, but she wouldn't shut the fuck up so you can't like her. All right?
You know,
That's what I'm bringing it up to mind.
She looks like a fiend, though, man. Oh, yeah. You can see that. Yeah, you can see it.
Nah, we can move
Earlier, the elder had brought out a point and saying that, you know, brothers can relate to, you know, any brother that come up here because we all come from different factions in life. So this is 1 Corinthians 9 and 22. It says, 9 and 22, it says, to the weak I became as weak, that I might gain the weak. I am made all things to all men, that I might by all means save some.
keep reading. Say to the,
It says,
don't it say to the Jews, to the
that's another. I think that's another scripture. It says, all right. This is verse 19. It says, for though I be free from all men, yet have I made myself servant unto all, that I might gain the more.
And that's what it's all about, man. All right? When you got brothers coming from different walks of life, all right, according to Romans the 14th, we got to deal with those different personalities. All right? We got to deal with those different walks of life that come in. All right? So if you got a guy and you grew up in the hood and all you knew was thug life, and you got a brother that comes from the total opposite of suburbia, all right, this is the Lord's operation. You have to deal with that brother with charity and love, and sometimes get on his level, you know, get on his level, rock out how he rocking out. To do what? Gain him. Okay? This is the Lord's operation. It's not ours. All right?
In the world, we were taught in the world by basically living in these neighborhoods. If you from cross over there, I don't fuck with you. If I know him and y'all with him, what's up?
Yeah.
And he's lonely y'all out. Tell us this, hey man, what's up, man? What's up? What's up? You know what I'm saying? But in the truth, you can't do that though, man. I'm from downtown, but I don't fuck with the guys uptown.
Hey, what the nigga Baby said? I'm from uptown. I don't fuck with niggas downtown.
Yeah.
You know, that's the culture. The Lord is destroying that black culture, man. That hip hop culture, man. He's destroying it.
Yeah, you from the outskirts or what they call the city? That shit don't matter in the truth, man. All right? Now watch this nigga with this Joe Jackson line, bro.
I got a cool line.
Watch that.
Let him finish.
It says, and unto the Jews I became a Jew.
All right.
As a Jew.
So when Paul bumped into those of the circumcision, he dealt with them at circumcision to bring them to Hamashiach Yahushua, bring it out.
It says that I might gain the Jews.
All right, so he'll talk about the law with them, talk about circumcision, talking about the things that happen at the temple. You know what I'm saying? And he'll all come down to Yahushua, our Mashiach. That's what he'll bring them to. That's how he'll bring them in. All right, he'll speak their lingo. Bring it out.
To them that are under the law, as under the law, that I might gain them that are under the law.
Why do you two niggas here?
They argue.
Yeah.
Jacob, wow. Bring it out, brother.
It says to them that are without the law, as without the law, being not without the law of the Most High, but under the law to Hamashiach.
All right, to those Israelite foreigners that were scattered abroad, that didn't know who they were, all right? They were calling themselves Ephesians, Thessalonians, so on and so forth. When Paul went and dealt with them, he'll talk about the Colosseum. He'll get on their level, you know, to gain them, okay? Bring it out.
It says that I might gain them that are without the law.
Yes.
To the weak I became weak, that I might gain the weak. I am made all things to men, to all men, that I might by all means save some.
All right, and that's why when our great king told Peter, he said, I'm going to make
Drake
you
feels
fisher
proud.
of men.
All right. Wife take his power on that bitch.
Tired of it.
You take it long, man.
Jacob,
Oh, everybody.
hey, what did it say? Jacob?
In that realist spirit.
Judas said, be a terror.
In that realist spirit.
Yeah. Hey, but that's why when the Lord said, I make you fisher of men, he teach you how to deal with people from all walks of life, how to deal. What Paul say? I got you with God. All right? He teach you how to deal with people from a spiritual perspective.
So you got robbed up off the slavery sign.
That's the Lord, man.
You heard the girl, right? You heard the girl say, I walking by, y'all have an aura. Something pulled me to y'all.
Yeah, the spiritual pull.
No?
You don't know if you want to come.
Look. Shirley.
Take Bob, man.
I got sick of the point you made, right? About how Paul, got down on the level with these different brothers, but then he also turned it back to Yahweh Shai. This is the book of Baruch, chapter 4, and verse 37. It reads, Lo, thy sons come, whom thou sendest away. They come gathered together from the east to the west by the word of the Holy One, rejoicing in the glory of Yahweh. And hey, what do? We have our small talks, right? Boxing, basketball, different things like that. But after that, right? We make short conversation of those worldly things and tie it all the way back into Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man, and the glory that he is bestowed upon us, man. What you got, Doc?
Yeah, to come out here and deal with different walks of life, like we just seen a demon going around here harassing people, man. All right? The Spirit of the Lord got to show you how to deal with these foul-ass spirits come out here. People from different walks of life, how to know when to engage with somebody and when not to, man. Okay? That's how you become a good fisher of men, man. All right? Bring it up. This is the book of these. Hey, because we used to cuss a lot of people out and do uncalled for things.
Over time.
Yeah, over time. Yeah. Yes.
This is Ezekiel 11:16. Therefore say, thus said the Lord Yahweh, although I have cast them far off among the heathen, and although I have scattered them among the countries, yet will I be to them as a little sanctuary in the countries where they shall come. So just as you got men scattered across the four corners for this testimony of Yahweh, you got men scattered across the state. Every brother that you see in front of us is not from New Orleans, didn't just originate around this area. Every brother you see in front of us didn't come from DR, Lafayette, but the Lord assembled us from wherever we come from to deal with each other. You might have a brother that came from a one-parent household, two parents, no parents at all. But you got to deal with that brother like he's Yahweh, get down on his level, or whatever it may be. But it says, therefore, thus said the Lord, I will even gather you from the people and assemble you out of the countries where ye have been scattered, and I will give you the land of Israel. It goes to Revelation, the 7th chapter. You got it.
You want to start at the top?
Yeah, you can start. He's going to go into the 144,000. When he gets to the 9th verse, he's going to say those men, those 144,000 men came out of different nations, tongues, kindreds, people. So they're going to look like different nations. I get the point.
This, and also, that's why, the Lord got the angels holding the full moon, right? Because you have brothers all over the full moon. See? But it's Revelation 7 and 9. After this, I beheld, and lo, a great multitude, which no man could number.
Right, that's 144,000. No man could number.
Right.
From different nations. So you might have an Israelite that walks up here and looks like a so-called Chinese person. But he's saying, man, Esau, he's the devil. He's making it make sense. So the Spirit is bearing witness that he might be a son of the Most High, man. That's right. All right? You got it, brother. Go ahead.
It reads, of all nations and kindreds.
So you're going to have Israelites coming out of all these different nations, man. Even the ones on the back of the sign, they're going to look like you got Israelites testimonies in this truth in great millstones that look like the other nations, man. All right? Cursing out Esau, Edom, pertaining to those Revelation in the 14th chapter. Babylon is going to be destroyed. Don't take the charagma. Fear Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man. That's how you know that they had that testimony in Revelation 19 chapter of Yahushua. You got it, bro.
You got a little bit more. And people and tongues.
But it says kindred, right?
Yeah.
Bring that word kindred out. Go ahead up.
It's the word kindreds in Revelation 7, verse 9. Right? Strong's G5443. Finally, it says a tribe, and then it says in the New Testament, all the persons descending from one of the 12 sons of the patriarch Jacob.
Right, so before you had the New Testament, what do you had to go by? The Old Testament. So these same men that are coming on that accord, spoken of in Revelation, the 7th chapter, the 9th verse, those are the men that stem from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, even further up. You got Arphaxad, all right? You go even further up, you go into Shem, then Noah, then all the way up onto Adam, man. Who was Yahushua, man? Right. Pertaining to Revelation, 1 Corinthians, the 15th chapter, that first Adam was earthly, the next Adam is a quickening spirit, man. This word right here, this is what's gonna quicken us, man. Go ahead up, you got some more?
That was it.
Yeah, a little bit more.
You go ahead.
No. It's the back.
Latter end of that verse, it reads, and tongues stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed in white robes and palms in their hands.
Right, and that palms ultimately symbolize the victory we're going to get over this image in the system. Those white robes is the righteousness of the saints, man. That's right. The hopeful elect, man, that we all wear with this wisdom. This is how you put on that white garment, with this wisdom and understanding right here, man. And this is going to matter.
We're going to come throughout the 4 winds speaking different tongues. Right. Let me bring out this quick research. Isaiah 28 and 11. For with stammering lips in another tongue will he speak to his people, man. All right? So that goes hand in hand with the brother say, man. Hey, our people are going to come from different nations, speaking different tongues. Guess what? They're going to still be under that doctrine, the apostles' doctrine, prophesying to the nations. Don't take the Quran. America's going to be destroyed. All right? And believe in Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Brother brought out, he said, from all nations. You know, and the controversies that you see, all nations, right? But this is what he was talking about. This is Isaiah 11 and 11. It says, and it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again to the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria, from Egypt, and from Pathros, and from Cush, and from Elam, and from Shinar, and from Hamath.
And that means deliver them out of captivity. He say again. All right, he did it in the ancient world with Moses. All right, and he's going to do it again in this modern day Egypt. All right, this house of bondage over here in AK America. All right, bring it out.
And it says, and from the isles of the sea.
And he's going to get brothers throughout the 4 winds. All right, Israel. Give me Nehemiah.
And that's what they say, from the isles of the sea, from the islands of the sea.
Hey, this is Jeremiah 31 and 10. Hear the word of the Lord, O ye nations, and declare it in the isles afar off. Those nations that the brother was going into, Egypt,
if Assyria,
afar off, man. But you're gonna have Israelites in those lands that's gonna be saved in these last seconds of time. Go ahead.
It says, and from Assyria, and from Egypt, and from Pathros, and from Cush, and from Elam, and from Shinar, and from Hamath, and from the islands of the sea.
That's right. You're gonna have Israelites bearing the testimony of Yahushua in all those different lands. We see it in Great Millstone, Rome, London, the UK, Jamaica, Suriname, Hawaii, Japan, man.
Give me Baruch 2 and 1. Give me that Nehemiah 1 and 8. Nehemiah.
It's the book of Nehemiah, chapter 1 and verse 8. Remember, I beseech thee, the word that thou commandest thou servant Moses, saying.
All right, and he told Moses to give us warning. What in Deuteronomy 28 chapter. That's right. All right, give them an ultimatum. This they choose death or life. Okay. He also told them that in the 30th chapter. Bring it out.
Saying, if ye transgress, I will scatter you abroad among the nations.
Amongst the nations. That's what we're talking about. And that's why I say he's going to bring us back from the nations. And when you go to Isaiah 11, he told you the various places where we're scattered. Bring it out.
Verse 9. But if ye turn unto me and keep my commandments, come on. Wait, read it. There you go. Yeah, Salaki about that. Verse 9 again. But if ye turn to me and keep my commandments and do them, though there were of you cast out unto the uttermost parts of heaven,
or the uttermost parts of heaven means throughout the 4 winds, north, south, east, and west, throughout the planet Earth. Bring it out.
Yet will I gather them from thence, and will bring them unto the place that I have chosen to set my name there.
And that's what he's done, right? Throughout the 4 winds, his name has been given back to his elect men. And where are those brothers prophesying? All in fucking Bahamas with it, in Jamaica with it. Then you say the islands of the sea, Italy. Got a guy out there in Japan. All right, just throughout the 4 winds.
The Philippines, you got a brother in New Zealand.
Yeah.
Australia. Yeah. All right, Germany. Yeah, I think I had a brother in Iceland and had another guy. They had a guy in Dubai, man.
Yeah.
GMS Dubai. All right. Now I'm gonna say this. Contrary to belief, the apostles ain't get on no charter bus and went there, set up shop, paid guys to start a camp. It just happened through the spirit, man. Just like all of us came in the truth, just searching for the truth. And this, what they call it, divine intervention happened. The Lord just made it happen to where we found the truth. We didn't set up no shop. We didn't go there promoting Brandon and GMS. Nah, those brothers just woke up searching for the truth, man. It just happens that way. Go ahead.
This is Joel 2:28. And it shall come to pass afterwards that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, your old men shall dream dreams, your young men shall see visions.
Right. And guess what? It happened, man.
That's what's going on right now.
You got brothers, mothers. Maybe I had a dream about things blowing up and missiles and shit. But you never went into that with your mother, your grandmother, your father, uncle, even some brothers' children, man. Having visions of your house shot. All right? The same way some brothers had visions of preaching the truth, but they was young. They was little boys preaching, but they didn't understand what was going on until now, man. All right? These things were set up aforetime. All right? Because like I always say out here, one thing about a real man is always searching for the truth, man. That's why you could never get it in church. Me, myself, I could never get it. Every time I go to church, I'm in that bit like this. Nah, no, couldn't get it. This nigga, you got a nigga now, he slapping a goddamn towel across his goddamn head, profusely sweating.
Like that nigga Geno Jennings.
Yeah, a complete crook, man. You know?
Sucking and jiving.
Spirit went in there, man. Only thing in there is the spirit of the Kundalini spirit, the spirit of the serpent, man. Right? But when you were searching for the truth, what the Lord did you first and foremost, the first avenue is what? YouTube. YouTube is it. That's what we're gonna bring out. All right? The World Wide Web, according to Psalms, the 19th chapter. Then what happens from there? The Lord gets you down that rabbit hole of finding out Illuminati, different things, then boom, the apostle GMS. Oh, the Lord make you walk by, drive by. Give me that Joe 30, 35. These things were set up beforehand, man. Predestinated. All right? Programmed into our minds, all right, days before, weeks before it happened, man. And brothers have their own time to come in. All right? Every man is appointed in their own time to wake up. All right? So with that being said, you need to do what? Take that time, that precious time, and use it wisely, man. All right, especially being around the men of the Lord. You can't be around here. It's 33, 14.
All right. This is the book of Job, chapter 33, verse 14. For the Most High speaketh once, yea, twice, yet man perceived it not.
Right. And we go down that rabbit hole, we don't perceive that at the first and foremost. This is the truth. We're just looking for truth. We're looking for truth. All right? You might go down the Lord, and like we said, what the Lord do too, man. The Lord make you go down sometimes other back roads. You might be with ISBK, you might be with the false groups, and the Lord give you the truth, man. But it's your story. It's what the Lord had you to go through, man. Some of us, and like I said, what's crazy about these things, I spoke on it earlier. Did I not say some brothers go from being in the suburbs? Some brothers might have had a bid in the jail. Some brothers had a bid in what we call Islam, Baptist, Christianity, Roman Catholicism. So GOCC. Oh, have mercy. You in GOCC, man. God damn. All right? I ain't going to speak on that. But anyway, the Lord had you go through those different avenues in life, and then what? Give you the truth, so now you can see that those things that you was once saying was false, man.
Right.
You know? Go ahead, Doc.
Verse 15, in a dream in a night, in a vision of the night, Salakia, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, and slumberings upon the bed.
This is when the Lord instructing you, man. And a lot of us, we've been instructed from the beginning of time to find His word. It's only appointed to when the Lord wants to wake up. All right? And He bring us through these things in life, different days in life, to what? Furthermore, give us experience when it comes to waking up in the truth, man. All right? Go ahead, Doc.
Then He opened the ears of men and sealed their instructions.
Then He opened the ears of men and sealed their instructions. That's why a guy could be on his way out here to go to the festivities, and what? The Lord will make him come by right here and find the truth. That's what that girl said earlier. What she said? Something pulled me to you. She said, oh, y'all have an aura about y'all, man. Yeah. And that's how it happens, man. And many of your brothers, you got your brother down there, Ryan, certain brothers, was on his way to work, man. And found us out. Huh?
He's walking by.
He walking by, yeah. But the point is, the Lord programming his mind the night before to do it. This is kind of like the butterfly effect, man. If you watch the movie The Butterfly Effect with Ashton Kutcher, things that happen. The Lord had you driving work, get cut off by a nigga, and you gotta go off on this exit. Now you busting around, going around the wrong way, and then boom, you run into a man in the Lord or to the camp.
Movie Deja Vu with Denzel Washington.
Yeah.
They had the same type of effect.
Yeah, the Lord make things happen, man. Hey, man, you know where Riverwalk is? Yeah, nigga tell you wrong. Don't feed tell you, oh, down there. You down there, you run into the camp.
Yeah.
All right? Something like the girl said, something pulls you. Really, it's the angels, man. Pull you over here. Then, and out of your whole life, the Lord had, let me say this, when we was in the world, the Lord had us blinded, man. Covers over. Our ears were blinded. That one time to do, the Lord do what? Open your ears and your eyes, man. Where you can see. Damn, I do identify with that. Damn, that nigga, that's a lie right there, man. It's all on you then. Yeah. All on you like 90, let's say, so there's something 94.
Get that anger kick in.
Yeah.
Now you find out you was lied to. Become sweet.
Yeah.
Then it turns bitter. You know? And then you gotta grow from that. You gotta keep growing. Forever growing from that point, man. And now that's mercy that the Lord bestow upon you when it happens. And that's why we out here telling you the doors of mercy are closing right now.
Right.
Hey, get that song, because that internet about to get shut down too. Bring it up.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 19, verse 1. To the chief musician, a psalm of David, Dawadah. The heavens declare the glory of the Most High, and the firmament showeth his handiwork. Day unto day uttereth speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge. There is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard.
You're dealing with that human affirming that internet. It don't matter what language that you speak. All right? The Lord toggles, you can toggle the settings to if you hear somebody prophesying in Dutch, Spanish, you toggle the settings and what happens? It comes on your page as English. All right? The subtitles. All right? So even though you got brothers that speak other languages, hey, this doctrine is going forth because of the human affirming that online. All right? That internet. All right? And that's how the Lord has opened up a great number of us brothers in these last days, man. That's how this gospel, like the brothers say, the apostles didn't go catching planes throughout the earth to push this doctrine. They just got on the internet, uploaded to YouTube, and voila. Spread like wildfire.
That brother, I believe that Elder Malcolm has said it before, but that brother Barack that's in LA, that brother said he was stationed in the army in another country. And he said he found out the truth by, I guess, walking down the street, and they had some guy over there. I don't know if he was in I can't remember. It was some I don't know if it was Japan or it was one of those nations over there. The guy had at the bodega, the guy had the elders on the TV translating their language, man. I was like, man, what is that?
Yeah.
And then from there, it was a domino effect from that, man. That's how cold the Lord is, man.
Yeah. And those things are happening every day. That's happening every day, man. You get on the internet for one thing, and the next thing you know, you done fell into a brother in Great Millstone teaching, and you get locked in. Next thing you know, you looking at it 7 hours straight.
Yeah. That's how we
the
was.
whole fucking day. That's how I was.
Bags in your eyes, you on that computer like this, just rubbing your ass off.
All fucking day.
Hey, one video you take 3 hours, 4 or 5 hours to get through one part to the next part, man. Yeah, and see, that's why a lot of times I don't even get mad at them dudes, man. Like a lot of dudes be up here with the camera, either make it fun or not. Or you have a lot of Latin tribes or people, other tourists, gotta take a picture, go ahead. Whether you plan or not, they all gonna work out for the Lord. Because you're gonna go home and make fun of somebody or make fun of us, you drop the seed, man. You drop the seed. You know?
Yep. It's not funny to the elect.
Like that football guy, he'll go home and actually get into it, or go home and put other players on, man.
Yep. He don't even get into somebody else and see what he's looking at.
Yeah, that's how I got. That's how I got. I was on Xbox 360 with a nigga. Nigga said, "Hey man, read the Bible?" Nah, nigga. You need to start reading your Bible. My pastor is Creflo Dollar. I'm like, oh no, I don't fuck with that nigga. Read your Bible though. You can read this Bible, man. I had a Geneva Bible back then, reading it. Damn, reading. Then I'm searching for Illuminati. I read the guy Craig G. Lewis. You know him? He was a pastor. Yeah,
that speech that went famous.
Yeah, I read that shit.
Yeah.
And I ran past the Apostle Club. I'm like, what is going on? I'm looking at Illuminati, and I see the video now. I'm looking at some other shit. The next day, Apostle Hall in the video again. Let me click that shit, man. What you talking about? I'm watching Apostle Hall go into the scriptures about the Illuminati in the Bible. I'm looking at it like blow for blow. I'm like, okay, that's the truth right there. It was on. It's been on ever since, man. You know, that's how powerful and cold the Lord is, man.
He say, "My sheep hear my voice, man." If you are the elect, you hear His voice, you're gonna be locked in, and you're never gonna put it down.
Yeah.
All right. You got a precept?
All right, this is 2 Ezra 6:20. It says, "Then will I shew these signs. The books shall be opened before the face of heaven."
What it say? Basically, gonna be under the influence of Yahweh Shem Rashad, man. Hey, we drunk on the Lord, man. Books shall be open, yo.
You holding a precept? Yeah. Hey, get that. Somebody get Revelation 5:5.
Yeah.
All right. Because people many had the books. Yeah. All right, but people didn't have the understanding.
Where you going at?
Revelation 5:5.
Yeah, I got another one.
This brother's getting it for you. He gets Revelation 5:5.
You got it, brother. Get it. Read that last part again.
It says, "Then I will show, then will I shew these signs. The books shall be opened before the face of heaven, and that shall be seen at the same time by all the people."
All right, and now we're living in a time that the book is open and the understanding is given. All right, but hey, it ain't start to 68, 69. Bring it out, all right?
Revelation 5:5. And one of the elders said unto me, "Weep not, behold the Lion, the tribe of Judah, the root of David, have prevailed to open the book and to loose the 7 seals thereof."
All right. And when those seals got loosened, that means we understand the scripture. Now we can rightly divide the scripture. Now we know that a beast with 7 heads and 10 horns is not a literal beast. We know that's a military that's going to be ruling in the last days. All right. Now we know that those chariots of fire are so-called UFOs. Okay. And that's what happened when the books are open, and it happened during the time of Abba Bivens. All right, on down, and the scripture's been rightly divided ever since. Down from Abba Bivens down to the One West, Elder Ariat, Elder Yaquab, Elder Mashai, and then down to the Apostles of Great Millstone. Okay? And the brothers are rightly dividing the scriptures until our great king tells us to, hey, get out the corners, man. You don't have much time. You got it, brother. And that Great Spirit is literally from 1968 to now. 1969, which one? 69 to now. All right, you got it, brother.
This is 2 Esdras, going into what you're saying. 2 Esdras, chapter 14, verse 42. It says, well, I'm going to go up. I'm going to go to 38. It says, "And the next day, behold, a voice called unto me, saying, Ezra, open thy mouth and drink that I give thee to drink. Then open my mouth." It says, "Then I opened my mouth, and behold, he reached me a full cup, full of," it says, "which was full as it were with water, but the color which was like fire."
All right, and he poured his Holy Spirit on that brother. All right, the Spirit of truth on that brother. All right, that's what he poured on. And that's what we ask the Lord to give us, pour off that measure of Spirit upon us, so we can understand. Bring it out. Give me Luke 24 and 44.
Right, and it says, "And I took it and drunk it, and when I had drunk it, my heart uttered understanding and wisdom grew in my breast. For my spirit strengthened my memory."
And what did he do when his spirit strengthened his memory? He went and documented all of these books and went and taught it to the Israelites that were coming from all of the four winds back to the temple, man. All right? He started prophesying, man.
Right, he said memory, because the Lord said, "Lord, give it time to shoot it."
Document it down.
He said, "Though you once knew this, I'm going to put you in remembrance." Right? And this thing applies to us, man.
Yes.
That's why when we hear it, we're so in tune, because it's like we once heard it before, man.
And what else he told him to get 5 scribes. Didn't he name it?
Later on.
Keep reading.
It says, "And my mouth was open, and I shut no more."
So he started prophesying. He started giving what the Lord gave. All we are mediums, oracles, man.
That's it, man.
That's it. Bring it out.
"And the highest gave understanding to the 5 men, and they wrote the wonderful vision of the night that were told, which they knew not." Right? And they said 40 days, and they wrote in the day and at night. They ate bread. Right? It says, "As for me, I spake in the day, and I held not my tongue by night."
All right, and so they documented all of these books of Ezra that we read. And look, don't we need this book? These books there, hey, that was a mighty man. Hey, how many times a day when you pick up your Bible, you go in the book of Ezra? Daily. Heavy. All these prophecies. Hey, man, he was a prophet, a strong prophet, man, a mighty man. And we needed those prophecies. The Lord did that for our sake, man. Things are written aforetime, was written for our learning. Bring it out, brother.
It says, "In the 40 days that were, in the 40 days they wrote 204 books. And it came to pass, when the 40 days were fulfilled, the highest spake, saying, the first," this is the point too, "the first that thou hast written, publish it openly, that the worthy and unworthy may read it."
Now, give me that Luke 24 and 44. All right?
That's what you got. You got the worthy and unworthy reading the Bible.
Reading the Bible. And this is what happens when you are unworthy and you worthy. This is what the Lord is going to do. Bring it out.
Well, I got one more. It says, "But keep the 70 last, that thou mayest deliver them only to such that be wise amongst the people."
That's for the elect. The 144,000. Those men that knew this song. Only when you go to Revelation, the 14th chapter, what it say? Only people knew this song was the 144,000. All right, bring that Luke 24 and 44 out.
Luke 24 and 44. "And he said unto them, These are the words which I speak unto you while I was yet with you, that all these things must be fulfilled, which were written in the law of Moses, and in the prophecies, and in the Psalms, considering me."
Keep reading.
It says, "Then open he their understanding." It says, "Open he their understanding, that they might understand the scriptures."
Now that's that's the difference between the worthy and the unworthy. All right? The worthy, the Lord is going to open your understanding where you may understand the scriptures. All right? And you go, what freely you receive, you're going to be able to give it to other men also, man. All right? There's only 144,000 men on this planet that have this understanding, man. And that's why you got to cherish this gift, man. Sirach, the 2nd chapter say you got to cleave to it when the Lord give it to you, man. All right? You got eyes to see, ears to hear. All right? And the Lord give you some talents, you better use them, motherfuckers. Or else. All right? Bring it up.
Again, this is 2nd Ezra 14 and 25. It says, "And come hither, and I shall light a candle of understanding in thy heart, which shall not be put out till the things be performed which thou shalt begin to write." Right, so like the elder just brought out, he said that the Lord opened up the understanding, of his men. All right, and so what? He lit the candle of understanding within certain men. That's why our eyes see and our eyes hear, man. You know.
Bring it on. This the book of Romans, chapter 11, and verse 7. What then? Israel had not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election had obtained it, and the rest were blinded. And just backing up what that brother had brought out, that the Lord had lit that candle within the elect, right? That they may understand his scripture, right? And these parables and these dark sayings. But it also goes into, like the brother was saying, hey, you got the people that's going to get it and the people that won't get it. And they are blinded. It's going to expound a little bit more. Daniel 12:2. It reads, verse 8, according as it is written, Yahweh had given them the spirit of slumber eyes, that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear unto this day. And David said, let their table be made a snare and a trap and a stumbling block and a recompense unto them. Let their eyes be darkened, that they may not see, and bow down their back always. And we see it day in and day out, right? You can tell who's really getting this thing and who's not, man. Whose eyes are closed and whose ears are shut, right? But it's for the elect, like this brother said, I'm going to reiterate it again, right? The Lord, he going to put that spark in you, okay? Light that fire in you.
Because what he said in Revelation, the 2nd chapter, if you don't do right, I'm going to snuff out your candle.
Yeah, we're going to put that out, bro.
It says he light the candle of understanding. He said, with all thy getting, get understanding. Because you got Israelites that can read these same scriptures,
right,
but have completely no understanding on it.
And that's on Christians. They read the Bible. They can tell you about Psalms, what David did, everything, but they don't have understanding. On the elect, we can go into the Revelations. We can break down the Exodus, the 11th chapter, the 12th chapter, Daniel's 11th chapter, right? Genesis, the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and beyond, man. Which are all powerful books. When you have the understanding of Yahweh Shem Shai, man, everything makes sense. When you talk to a Christian, all you know is a nigga ate an apple and was talking to a snake. They don't even say apple. And it was naked. You know? When you really understand it, you understand that Adam and Eve were talking to the nations in the garden, man. Right? They wouldn't eat no apple, man. The apple was for philosophies of the other nations, man. All right? You understand what happened in the Tower of Babel. You understand all these things, man. Okay? Even so much more. The Lord puts us understanding on this, man. We, like the brother said, we need the book of Ezra. The book of Ezra goes into things like this.
Gotta have it, all right?
In great detail, man. Take the trouble. These are the things that's going to happen, man. And I'm talking about not far off. I'm talking about any moment now, man. FEMA camps. Right. Martial law. Race riots happening all throughout these streets, man. Right? Because let me tell you something. These so-called white boys, these white boys out here, they're ready for you Jakes, man. You need to talk about popping the glizzy, all right? The Dracos and the Sanderson, the switches. They got shit better than that, man. Right? Classified. All these weapons that we got, them bitches like at least 40 years old, technically, man. Yeah. Right, and these things are here. There's over 1,000 of them spread throughout the United States, man.
Level 5 body armor.
Yeah. Can you fight against a nigga that he got suits? The United States military got suits they can go invisible.
Cloaking device.
Yeah. They got laser heat wave weapons, man. Some shit you only seen on Star Wars, man. Remember the bitch with the shit on her head? What her name is? Princess Leia and that Luke Skywalker nigga that was. He got shit like. That. You got a nigga with a rusty ass Glock 19 that he ain't never cleaned the whole 19 years he owned the bitch, man. He ready to go to war, nigga. Ready for the revolution, brothers. Fuck the red man, you gonna get killed next shit, man.
Trying to beef with a nigga with a smart bullet.
Yeah, you trying to bleed
with a seeking bullet.
Yeah, you bleeding with a nigga that got a blessing from the Most High himself. to make weapons and use them. Hey, Romans the 12th chapter said, man, he's bearing not the sword in vain. This man don't give a damn.
Right.
All right?
When you look at the movie Oppenheimer he was having dreams as a youngster how to make that bomb, man. The Lord gave him that knowledge to do that, man. A vision from the Lord. Yes.
The same thing he did to Adam. The Lord put Adam in the same trance, man. Because guess what? You gotta be, man, let's not play games. You have to get power from the Most High to split the Adam, man. Yeah. All them schematics, writing that shit all day, heat, the temper of things, rotation, all type of shit like that. You gotta get those things.
You gotta come from the Lord, right?
Hey, Adam means unsplittable. It ain't unsplittable. So in order to get it from high, you gotta get that's heavenly wisdom and vision.
Yes.
Same thing he put on that other guy, and everything was prophesied. What his name? Judah Abraham? No, Esau Abraham, man. That devil. Robert Esau. All these people, man, were really set up by the Lord to make that instrument of war, man. And we got to bring it out real fast.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 54 and verse 16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire.
Who are the modern day smiths? Because back then, a smith, you had gunsmiths, warsmiths. They used to sit there with the anvil and really make a sword, an axe, a weapon of war. The ultimate weapon of war this time is what? The ICBM nuclear missile. Which the Lord said he has a magazine of weapons that he has.
The ancient gunsmith, they had
the anvil.
They had the bellows, which you read in Jeremiah 6 chapter.
Yeah, the bellows, the anvil, right, and then wielded it and made a weapon.
Yeah.
All right. That was back then. The modern day smiths today are what? The scientists.
Mad scientists.
Yeah. They get all type of chemicals, metal, and they make what we know as the nuclear missile. That atom that has all that ball electricity that basically was bring forth destruction. He got the knowledge from the Most High to do it. That ain't because a nigga was smart. All right. This nigga his homeboy was what his name is? Albert Einstein. Hell no, man. Which Albert Einstein was a chief witch, man.
You see it say right there, Adam? What it say?
Uncut.
Uncut. You can't split it. It gotta be the vision of the Lord. It gotta be a vision from the Lord to do that, man.
Right. Really off to do it. It's really off to do it.
Yeah, because it wasn't made to be cut. Yeah, like that. Yeah.
Fucking abomination.
Yep.
All that uranium and what's the other shit that gotta go? Uranium.
They use the good for the bad.
All that is abominable filth. Radiation, wormwood. That's abominable filth. Filth.
Somebody get 2 Peter Street. Give me what's the other one?
I got you something, man.
Give me
This
Zechariah
Genesis
12. Zechariah 14 and 12, man.
Get that to the elder. He wanted it. Genesis 4 and 22. One of your favorites. Right.
Genesis chapter 4, verse 22. And Zillah, she also bare Tubal Cain. And in the
You gotta reload it, brother. Come here, reload it.
All right. This is Genesis chapter 4, verse 22. And Zillah, she also bare Tubal Cain, an instructor in every artificer in brass and iron. And the sister of Tubal Cain was Naamah.
It says the chief. The point right there was he was the chief artificer of what? Metal weapons, man. Look at. that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. So that sword going into that what technology, the pseudoscience, going into the what? That greatest sword he got is what the IBCL missile, so that is about him. So he always been a man of what? A war. He's a harbinger of death. Death and hell follow him. That's all he's what the route fitted for destruction. Verse 41 said, and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him, and Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. So we living in that time right now, so he's getting ready to come down with the great wrath, Revelation 12 and verse 12, so he's getting ready to try to perform his enterprise, of success, in this new world order, this digital society, we seeing it happening right before our eyes. Also, all road leads to the MOTB. You got it, huh? You got that? Yeah. What it said? Now, the brother read the scripture about Tubal Cain, right? It said that he was an artificer, which were the main two points you wanna get in that scripture. Now, go ahead.
Read all of it. All right, so this is Tubal Cain from Genesis 4:22. The Strong's H8423 is Tawabal Kwayan, or Tubal Cain. It says, thou will be brought of Cain. And then it says, son of Lamech by the wife of Zillah and the first worker in metal.
Yeah. What are these weapons made out of? Metal. The ICBM nuclear missile is made out of what? Goddamn metal, man. Right? What the Lord said in Psalms about a glittering sword? Yeah. That's talking about the ICBM nuclear missile, man. Right? And guess what? That was one of Esau's chief forefathers, his grandfather, or great-great-great-grandfather, man. Right? Let's get more.
Boy, you got the artificer.
Yeah, go ahead. All right, so this is the word artificer from Genesis 4:22. All right, Strong's H2794, Charash, and it says metal craftsman.
Metal craftsman for artificer. Esau is a metal craftsman. You look at a Barrett 50 cal, how long the weapon is, powerful. You can shoot somebody 3.5 miles away, man, point blank. Who made this shit? Esau. Smith & Wesson, FN Herschel. All right, Ruger, Luger, Winchester, Remington, all the Edomite names, man. All right? Yeah. Yeah, Esau Sampson puts his names on everything. You know?
You can't deny the sport.
Read it again right there. Read that part again.
All right. Artificer. All right, so this is the word artificer again in Genesis 4:22. All right, Strong's H2794, Charash, and it says metal craftsman. And it also goes into, in a Strong's definition, a fabricator or a mechanic.
And Tubal Cain said Smiths. Remember we was reading in it? It said the Smiths, man.
Yeah. So this devil has been hardwired. He's been set in place from the beginning, right, to split the atom, to make the nuclear missiles, to do what? To bring forth his end. Because like the Lord has the scriptures that the Lord said that his end may come through them.
Yeah.
How their end gonna come through them? By them creating a nuclear missile. Because the scriptures is already prophesied in the Bible that over 200 million missiles gonna hit America, man.
Right.
All right? 200 million missiles. So everything you see right here, all this bullshit, Crowns Plaza, the goddamn nigga, the Arab in the Porsche, all right? The Bourbon Street gonna go ablaze, man.
These people.
Yeah, these people.
Bring it off of you.
Go ahead.
This is it's a nuclear weapon. It's a device that uses a nuclear reaction.
Yeah, I might get on here.
To create an explosion.
I know. I know the street had it bombed.
You see the thing about an atom, it has a nucleus. You see what I'm saying? It is nuclear. You see, it wasn't created to do that. This devil, whatever Yahweh say don't do, he does it. Bring it out.
It says, this explosion is much more powerful than a conventional explosive like TNT. When a nuclear weapon explodes, gives off 4 types of energy: a blast of wave, intense light, heat, and radiation.
Yeah. And guess what? We got the article. You know, it's on my phone. We got the article where it say you could be over 800. Just the weakest nuke. You could be over 800 miles away and still get 3rd to 4th degree burns, man. Busting the glasses, going deaf. And guess what? I was looking at the Oppenheimer shit, the actual footage. It said when they dropped that shit, you know, they had to put on welder's glasses to see. He said they had a girl that was over 300 miles away that was blind. She was able to see the blast from the shit, man. All right, and that was hydrogen bombs.
Say something about the shadow.
Like, man, this brother was talking earlier. That was hydrogen bombs. That shit is nothing. That shit is a toothpick compared to the shit they got today, man. The shit they got today, like I told the brother, they got one missile called the Nations. Because why it's called the Nations? Because you can drop that one nuke in the middle of St. Louis, Missouri, and it'll destroy America by itself. Right. One missile. You got Satan 1, Satan 2, Satan 3. All right, you got another missile called the sickle, which lines up with the scriptures, right? Thrust in thy sickle. All right, because the harvest is come. Those hydrogen bombs, them hydrogen bombs. Fat Man and Little Boy that was done in Nagasaki and Hiroshima, that shit was weak.
That was weak compared to
go home and look at a nuclear diagram. You're gonna see Fat Man and Little Boy down here. You're gonna start seeing over the years. Then you're gonna look at today, the missiles today on a Richter scale far exceeds the bullshit back then when they were first starting off, man. All right, that's why the shit today, it's gonna blow this shit to kingdom come, man. All right, give me put the missile sign up.
Got the missile sign down there?
Anybody got the missile sign? Yeah, bring it down this way. This was gonna do it, man. That instrument of war, that metal, it's gonna do it. That same. Give me Papa Kashan. When you end it, brother, can you end it with Joel, 2nd chapter, going into the missile? All right. I'll tell you how a fly burning before it, and behind it, a flame burning. Talking about the missile, man. That's what's gonna destroy this goddamn place, man.
It says before it is going to Eden, and after it, a desolate wilderness, man.
Hey, nothing can do that, man.
Tell this bitch up.
You didn't have in the time of the Greco-Roman Empire. You had niggas that were slinging that iron with them bows back then, hit you. But guess what? That said that it's gonna go from one end of the heaven to the other. Said that the average archer back then only what? A couple of 100 yards, 200 yards, 300 yards with that shit. This has the capability to go from one continent to what? Another.
One hemisphere to another. It's intercontinental. They said they coming from a far country.
Yeah. Yeah, just get them out.
Somebody got that Joel? I got it.
Yeah.
Right. This is Joel, 2.
Yeah.
Top.
Like I went into last week. You got 2 things going on. You got the tree of life. You're either on the end of the spectrum of the tree of life or the spectrum of the tree of destruction. What's that mushroom cloud look like a tree too? Yeah, that's right. When it blooms, when it rolls over, when the scrolls roll over. Watch these niggas, brother. Please, Baba Kashan, watch these niggas, bro. Go ahead.
All right, Joel, 2 from the top. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion and sound an alarm in my holy mountain.
Hold on, man. What you had something?
Right.
What you had? Bring that out. I want the brother in with that. That's the most important part right there. Get this out of the way.
This is Isaiah 9 and 5. It said, for every battle of the warriors fought with confused noise, conventional war, and garments rolled.
Confused noise. You remember, nigga hitting the nigga?
Shields and buckles.
Shields. You see the nigga getting gutted out, getting hit, losing all his facial spray, just lose the ghost. That's how I used to fight back then. Niggas you got to fight and tussling. You know? Now you niggas fight with them glizzards. Turn while you running.
Shooting your man in the chest, turning around.
Gun jamming and shit. You got the niggas. What the fuck you niggas got high points for, man? If you a nigga, you were on the high point in destroyed first.
You're gonna
man.
die.
All right? You got them cheap ass $50 high points, you gonna die, man. All right? Worry about the ops on the most high, man. Go ahead, brother. I'm just clowning, but go ahead, though.
But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire.
Yeah, this was getting ready to come. It's gonna be far worse, far exceeds the wars of old. Because like we always went into, this brother went into a while back. That shit back then, man, it had cannons and shit.
Yeah.
You know, that was real shit, man. This devil done got real.
That one he couldn't lay a land dust.
Yeah, hell no. Hell no, man. Today, this devil got missiles that got, like the shooter said, a flying serpent. They got missiles now that can dodge other kind of weapons and go under it and shake it and shit, man.
They got missiles.
You know other shit that Russia just got? Russia got some shit called hypersonic shit, man.
Missile defense can't mess with that.
Can't mess with that shit, man. Yeah, it's going what? Some Mach, it's going Mach something than the speed of sound, man. All right? And that, like we always do it to, Russia's gonna pull out all the big guns. I'm talking about shit. And I got a video that I'm gonna show you brothers on that shit, man. This devil got some shit. He said everything, and this devil works high up in the government. He said everything that we got, it's like 40, 50 years old compared to what they really have, man. Which we've been through that.
Everybody gonna empty their silos in that day.
Pretty much. Ain't gonna be a nuke left, man. Especially over here in America. Everybody gonna get their rocks off on this hole. They're gonna pop a cherry and then really just go to town on this bitch, man. But I'm gonna say this too. Through a program called MAD, Mutual Assured Destruction, this whore gonna get off too though. Don't get that twisted. So lands like Spain, lands like especially over there in Israel, that bitch gonna get nuked, man.
Gaza, yeah.
The Gaza Strip, all them fucking gutter rats over there, they gonna get fertilized, man. All right, and many other land masses. I'm gonna go get my passport and get the fuck out of America. You might get hit, man. Or some fucking Arab or African picture on your head over there. What you running from? The main deliverance is gonna happen over here. Even though the Lord's destroying America, the Lord's gonna save his people too. Yes. You gonna run to Egypt with them long ass. You gonna run over there to Egypt with them, man. Nigga gonna put the shit on his head, get the walking like the motherfuckers and shit. Nigga, you didn't escape. You didn't escape shit, man. Sandals on, you got sandal on your toes and shit. You know? Niggas, we were coming in, niggas started thinking they was gonna run to Egypt.
Yeah.
Getting out of America.
GLCC.
Yeah. Getting out of America, brother. Wearing all white and shit, man. That shit. And then what happened? A couple years ago, they had a war broke out over there. Yeah. The niggas, I need a GoFundMe to get back home. Nigga had the accent like them and everything. Trying to get back. Oh, man. Nigga, stay your ass over there, man. Since you a bad motherfucker, stay over there in Egypt. You know, but go ahead, brother.
This is the speed of that hypersonic missile. It reads, hypersonic missiles are projectiles that can move at speeds at least Mach 5 or 5 times the speed of sound. And this is about to get into the schematics. It says that is 1.7 kilometers or 1.5 miles per second.
That means by the time that bitch would have been past, you hit a kaboom. Well, you hit been past, you dead, and then he gonna hit a kaboom. You know what I'm saying? Been. Because Esau really been fucking with shit only with Mach 3. Remember that? You know what I'm talking about? That B-12 bomber jet? That shit only go with Mach 3 or some shit. Some of the missiles only Mach 3. This shit is Mach 5.
Right.
These devils then broke another speed barrier 4 and went 5, man.
For their own demise.
Yeah. Go ahead.
A little bit more, it says, or 6,174 kilometers, which is 3,836 miles per hour.
Right. Yeah, like I said, I didn't watch videos with the chariots. Remember, the chariots just detonate them bitches in the air. You seen that video of the chariot shoot the laser from one side to the other, and that missile was going like 4,000 miles per hour, man. There's nothing to the angels.
It was torn. We was
What's wrong with this shit, man? What you got? I'm gonna get a look at Okay, go ahead. Get him out and let that brother end it on that, man.
All right, this is
We'll get
Micah
out of here,
4:1. It says, "For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven,
What you had, brother?
and all
the same thing.
Okay, yeah, that's the spirit though, man. You know?
and all the proud, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble."
One more time, Bible, can try to read it again.
This is Micah 4:1. It says, "For behold, the day cometh that the Lord that shall burn as an oven."
You hear that? The day come that shall burn as an oven. We damn sure know an oven is what? Hot. You ever hey man, you ever had them them cookies, man? What the name of them goddamn cookies in that yellow pack?
Oh, Lord, you do?
Know what it is? Toll House. Yeah, I had them Toll House. You bust them bitches open. You set them up on that goddamn pan, and that motherfucker go from being like this to doing this. Opening up, but you so stupid. Your mouth watering, and you open that damn heat up. What happened? It's gonna be 100 times worse than that, man. I thought that was that nigga with them lime shoes on that thing.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that was him. Yeah, I thought that was him. You know? I thought that was that nigga, man. He needs an ass whooping. Go ahead.
Again, this is Micah 4:1. It says, "For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble."
Yeah, so all that do wickedly, all the D boys of the world, all the whores, all right, like you boy, all that do wickedly, man, shall be burned up. You got your day, man. You gonna have your day, okay? All that ain't right. All that really ain't under the banner of Yahweh Shem Shah. You gonna be destroyed, man, in that day. Go ahead.
"And the day that cometh shall burn them up, said the Lord of hosts."
It shall burn them up. Go ahead.
"That it shall leave them neither root nor branch."
They're gonna leave no root, no branch. Now hold that thought, because that same thing is gonna happen in Joel. All right? The same thing is gonna happen in the brother getting Zechariah the 14th chapter. All right? Where they at?
We got him.
Okay.
Go ahead, T, bro.
Go ahead. You got that on? Go ahead, get that on.
Zechariah 14:12. "And this shall be the plague wherein the Lord shall smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet."
Their flesh is going to consume away while they stand on their feet, man.
And that's
the Sarah Connor shit.
And that's why that the nuclear fire, when splitting the atoms, is abomination. What the Lord called it, a plague, man. It's a plague. Plagues are abominable filth, man. Filth. You got it, brother.
"And their eyes shall consume away, and their holes, and their
That's why
tongue."
America gonna be saturated with wormwood, which means a bitter destruction, man. Right? The Lord tell you in Isaiah the 34th chapter that it's gonna come a time here in America that you ain't gonna. He said, I'm gonna basically leave. How he said? He basically is gonna leave. He's gonna leave the line of confusion out.
Oh, yeah.
Which the line of confusion is what? You look at the landmass of America. You got a diagram on the map that shows you what? Louisiana. It shows you Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, Kentucky, Arizona, Utah. He said when I get finished with it, he's gonna like an essence sketch. You ain't gonna know where Louisiana was. You ain't gonna know where the goddamn California was, man. From them damn missiles, man. From these. The same thing happened in Sodom and Gomorrah in ancient times. All right, the Lord caused what? Fire and brimstone to fall from heaven. These are the new fire and brimstones, man. All right, the new models. All right, the destruction. 144,000 is right here, man. And it's gonna be America gonna be plagued with these bitches, man. Right. From one end of the coast to the other end of the coast. This is how America gonna go out with these. And I'm gonna say this too. A lot of you men, a lot of you women out here, you gonna get drafted in that Third World War too. Yeah, right. And guess what? On a one-way ticket. On a one-way ticket, because you ain't coming back at all. You're not coming back with the what they call it? With the pyramid flag. All right, 20 gun salute. You gonna be over there. It's in the scripture. All the U.S. military that go over there, that's fighting World War III, they're gonna be left over there to die, man. You gonna die. The Lord, even in the scripture, Ezekiel said, the Lord said, I'm gonna make a covenant with the birds and the fowls of the air. Eat their flesh and drink their blood. You on a one-way ticket, man. And guess what? He got you women up here. You signed up too. All you switch hitters, you Transformers, you Decepticons, you going over there too. They don't give a goddamn. You gonna run with that gun. Whatever you do, young nigga, you gonna go over there. You on a one-way ticket, man. Because guess what? Them Russians gonna hit the button, man. The nation of China, they gonna hit that button. Look, and don't get fooled by the news. That shit that's going on in Ukraine, them Ukrainians getting flexed out. They getting flexed the fuck out, man.
He said most of them dead.
Yeah, they say 300,000 men die a day over there.
They said in the news that Ukraine is so hard up to soldiers that they are drafting people with mental deficiencies.
They gonna do you niggas. They gonna do you niggas in over here. They did it in Vietnam. They drafted niggas in Vietnam. No, it was 6 months of training. 6 months of training and put you on the front line to be what? That first wave to go. And guess what? You prisoners gonna go. You D-boys. All you niggas, what happened? They did it to me. They did it to you? Hey, he's gonna give it damn. You got that chicken wing on, long as you can hit that trigger with that chicken wing on. Don't give a fuck. He still don't give a damn. He's gonna give a damn, man. You gonna go over there. And guess what? Where the chip at real fast? Either you gonna go to prison, you gonna go to one of these prisons right here. This is what's gonna happen. You going in the concentration camp on a war, or you gonna get this? Yeah, this coming too. And I'm gonna say this on this. They're gonna offer you when this come out. The mark of the beast is gonna be called the CDC. How you say it? CDBC. All right, and they're gonna offer you jakes, man. You try it, they're gonna offer you $2,000 to take this, man. Oh, guess what? You're gonna garnish all. They're gonna jack it up. Hey, all that school debt, medical debt is gonna be wiped away by taking this and $2,000 a month. That sounds good to most niggas, right? Don't take that shit, man. But if you don't take it, guess what? They're gonna just confiscate all your goods. You got a so-called house, car. They're gonna take it. They're gonna freeze your accounts, man. They gotta be tokenized. They gotta be tokenized. That's right. So you got some real judgment coming down, man. Like the scripture says in Amos, either you gonna run from the lion,
and the lion gonna beat you.
Or the bear gonna get you.
Yeah. Or serpent
That's a decision to make, man. And guess what? This ain't a far off. We ain't talking about 1,000 years. We're talking about any day now. There's over 1,000 of these all around us right now. The biggest one in the South is in Jennings, Louisiana. Jennings, Louisiana. It's the biggest one in the Gulf South, man. The biggest one. That's where they had the Jennings 6 at. Yeah, Jennings. That's the one when them Israelites was coming over here, they was wrapping them up like they're wrapping them up in that silver foil like baked potatoes, man. All right? Go ahead, brother. So we get out of here. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, this is Joel 2:2. A day of darkness and of gloominess. A day of clouds.
We talking about the day of what? That great day of our Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man.
I need to read it from the top.
Right, the true D-Day.
That's right.
All right? That's what it's going into. All right, go ahead, huh?
I'm going to read it from the top. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion and sound an alarm in my holy mountain.
Yeah.
Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble.
Which we are blowing in what? According to Isaiah, the 13th chapter, according to the top, we are blowing the trumpet, man. Or putting up that banner to get you to wake up, man. You tribes, the elect of you tribe, to wake up because destruction is at hand. All right, go ahead.
All right. For the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand.
For the day of the Lord cometh, it is nigh at hand. That's what we're telling you.
Right.
World War III, the missiles, the chip, it's not far off. It's here. These elite bankers are ready to push that digital dollar any moment, which is here. The Fed now has already started, already been launched, man. Go ahead.
All right, verse 2. A day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains. A great people and a strong.
Yeah, see, any nigga eating powdered donuts 7 days and goddamn afternoon. He ain't ready for the day of the Lord, man. Drinking milk. How does it is, man? It's 200 degrees right now, nigga drinking milk. Enough to shit on your goddamn self, man. And talking to his damn self. And that nigga in that time don't got nothing to do, man. Got no life. Finish. Pile of donuts. Hey, come on, man. Go ahead, brother. And then we wrong too, though. We finally get the cojones to talk to us. Y'all wrong. We don't know what we're talking about, man.
Tell us wrong in that day.
Yeah. No, I got you. Go ahead.
There have not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it.
This is the thing. This is the weapon of all weapons. There's never been the like, man. There's never been a weapon that can travel from one continent to another continent in minutes. 30 minutes to an hour, man. All right? And it says, what the end of the part says, never shall be the like, right?
Neither shall it be any more after it.
Because all of them going to be used, man, in that time. In World War III. Go ahead.
Even to the years of many generations.
Even for the years of many generations, because you go into Ezekiel, the 30, 37, 38 chapter, the Lord tell you that we're going to burn all the weapons, man.
Yeah, war no more.
We're going to war no more. That's another indication to show you that those people over there in our land are not the people. They gotta be protected by something called the Iron Dome. These niggas still around there with them Tabor 7s and X-95 shooting the shit out of them goddamn Palestinians over there. Fighting over some apartments and shit, man. Go ahead.
A fire devoureth before them.
What it says?
A fire devoureth before them.
That fire that devoured before them goes into the warhead. One missile can have over 3 to 4 to 5 million warheads in the capsule of it, man. The front of it. Go ahead.
And behind them, a flame burner.
And behind it, a flame burner is what? The rocket booster that propels it from what? One continent to the other. Because when you see those missiles go from the silos, they go up in the atmosphere, it gets to a certain elevation, and guess what? The capsule and the booster breaks off. The warhead still it goes from one continent to the other. When it comes, it detonates feet above the surface of the ground. And guess what? It pushes concussion into the ground, leaving craters 1,500 miles deep, man. Pushing out what? Nuclear radiation away. Real quick. Give me Jeremiah 51:1. Goes into what I'm saying, man. All right? You're going to find out how much they were trying to plan in these last times, man. You people going to find out. And guess what? All you niggas your last thing you're going to see is a flash. You had that Kodak moment. How you going to look up? You're going to see them tails, a bunch of tails going, a bunch of smoke going into the air. Lines. What's going on? Oh my God. Oh my God. That's what you like to say over here anyway. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Hey, Jesus Christ. That other nigga gonna be at the Jesus. That other nigga he gonna still be doing that. Yeah. Why Satan 3?
Jesus Christ.
Satan 3 is a mile away. They gonna get hit, man. Go ahead, brother.
I got Jeremiah.
Hey, read it real fast.
Jeremiah 51:1. Thus said the Lord Yahweh, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me a destroying wind.
Hey, who got the sign? What you got over there? No, give me the apocalypse. Yeah, there you go. Read that one more time. Yeah, bring it back down there, brother. I'm good on that. Bring it here.
It's Jeremiah 51:1.
That's you niggas right there.
Thus said the Lord,
right there, man.
Behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me a destroying wind.
What's that destroying wind? That plume of radiation of fire that comes from the end of those missiles being detonated, leaving that what? That stem and that mushroom cloud that roll like a scroll that the scriptures goes into, man. That's according to somebody should have got it. 2 Peter the 3rd chapter. Yeah, well you got it? We're gonna get it there, man. Hell with it, spirit on, brother. It's gonna burn shit up.
That's right.
Go ahead. Yeah, he's done with that. You got a little one? Somebody get that? You they go. Bring out what you got. I want to have that Joel last.
This Isaiah 24. Them niggas that's running from that mushroom cloud, you can't run from that. You can't get in no bunker and hide. No Iron Dome, ain't nothing going. You can't run from this. Apocalypto.
Yeah, you could be Usain Bolt. You still ain't gonna run these motherfuckers, man. You ain't gonna be able to run. Nobody's gonna be able to run. Everybody's gonna have to face the destruction.
This Isaiah 24:17. Fear and the pit and the snare are upon thee, O inhabitants of the earth. And it shall come to pass that he who fled from the noise of fear shall fall into the pit.
Like that nigga. You're gonna get destroyed anyway, man.
And he that cometh up out of the midst of the pit shall be taken in the snare.
Yeah.
For the windows from on high are open, and the foundations of the earth do shake.
Yeah.
The earth is utterly broken down. The earth is clean dissolved. The earth moving exceedingly.
What's gonna cause the earth to move? The scripture in Revelation is the earth is gonna shake to and fro like a drunken.
Right here.
I know.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. It's gonna these missiles are gonna break. These missiles are gonna break tectonic plates, man, of the earth.
Right.
That the earth sits on, it's gonna break the plates.
Move the earth.
All right. It's gonna really move the earth in the heavens.
Go ahead. Get off his axis. Which further proves the lines of confusion is gonna throw all the states all out of whack, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
tsunamis.
Yep. It's not gonna be in place.
It's gonna cause places that was once there to be moved, man.
They'll be moved. An earthquake do that. It split the earth, man, and move places, man. Things are swallowed up. And this is gonna cause earthquakes. It says the earth is gonna cause earthquakes. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard.
Like a drunk. You know how drunk. You watch one of these niggas 5 minutes from now. They're staggering, full of that drink,
full
eyes brown.
Full of that one indignation, man.
Yeah. Saliva, you know how niggas be drunk out here. Saliva hanging at the end of their mouth like Boosie and shit. You know how niggas be out here, man. You give me 5 seconds, you gonna see one.
Bucking on Edom was drunk.
Yeah, he was drunk. Yeah, with that Tito Jackson line. That nigga had painted. Yeah, that nigga had Sharpie his lining on his head. See that nigga, man?
Yes.
Go ahead.
It says the earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, which is a cottage is a small house, a little shack, a small place. It says, and the transgressions thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen, man. Now give me that Peters and we gonna continue. He was saying he had it before.
All right, this is 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 10. It says, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night.
That's right. That's what we want to use the people about. All right? A thief comes to your house, and they ain't making no call. Hello? James? What's up? I'm coming in to rob all your shit, brother. For real? Nah, thief just come. You in the bump of the night, you spooning with your boo. You know you niggas be spooning, slobbing on her shoulder. All right? Spooned up and shit, man. However you sleep. Some of you niggas sleep on your back. Some of you niggas sleep on your stomach. I don't give a goddamn, but the thief coming though, man. Huh? Go ahead.
It says, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise.
And the missiles is the only thing that's gonna make the heavens pass away with a great noise, man. Go ahead.
And the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
He said, and the elements, what's causing these elements to melt is what? The missiles, all right, being detonated. And everything you see is a part of what? An element. Even the people, even in the inhabitants thereof, man.
Right.
Okay? Where?
The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up.
The works therein are what? The people. The cause, the people. You know, all this shit, man. Where?
Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of person are ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness?
You should be a person seeking after Yahweh Shem Shai in hopes of being exempt from being destroyed, man. Not being a scoffer, all right? Not hindering the word, not being a goddamn demon as we call you, all right? You should be falling in line under the banner of Yahweh Shem Shai, man. All right? Go ahead.
Looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved,
and elements shall melt with fervent heat.
Yeah, man. That's that get your mind right scripture. You better get your goddamn mind right. The Lord ain't playing. Now, continue. I'll go back, read it all and go back to it, man.
A fire devoured before them, and behind them a flame burnt.
That's right.
The land is as the Garden of Eden before them.
It says in one scene, the land is as the Garden of Eden, which we always go into. You got birds chirping, you got dogs fetching balls, all right? You got niggas exercising, working, all this greenery, everything pretty and nice, manicured fields. But when these missiles hit, what's gonna happen? Huh?
And behind them a desolate wilderness.
You got the before, and you got the after. When the after effect of these missiles hit, it's gonna be like a desert through here, man. From California to New York, right? From Texas to the Canadas, man. It's gonna be the biggest, largest desert in the world when the Lord gets finished with this place. Go ahead.
Right. Yeah, and nothing shall escape them.
Nothing. Usain Bolt, the Tesla, all that bullshit is gonna go, man. You can't outrun it.
The G4 jets.
Yeah, the G4 jets, your bunkers, all that shit, man.
It says don't climb walls like monuments.
Yeah. And the Lord, keep going. The Lord called them a people, a strong people.
Yeah.
All right.
The appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so shall they run.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say this too. When the Lord sends them, the Lord's Spirit gonna be with those missiles, man, guiding them to geographical areas, man. You know, which I'm gonna say this too. A lot of those missiles had GPS coordinates already aimed and ready, locked and loaded, man. For New Orleans, this gotta go first. And I hope the first 10 of them hit this bitch, man. Then I want you to go and take them niggas out there in Atlanta, man. All right? Them spine tappers in Atlanta, them niggas that wear them high heels and look like football players, man. Then I want you to go down there and hit O Block ass too, man. Them wild, wicked ass niggas, man. Come on, huh? Right.
Like the noise of chariots on the tops of mountains shall they leap.
They're gonna leap, man. And guess what? It's gonna be easy. Because what the scripture said that America is, the land of unwalled villages, man. It's gonna be an easy thing, man. Go ahead, brother.
Like the noise of a flame of fire that devoureth the stubble. As a strong people,
it's a
set
strong
in battle
people,
array.
Set in the battle array. And I'm gonna say this too. When you look at most of your soldiers or the ancient world, when they line up to go fight, you can get on any angle and they're gonna be in perfect position. That's how those missiles gonna hit over here. They're gonna come in perfect position over the heavens coming down, man. That's why the scripture says none gonna touch one another. None of them gonna hit each other. Nothing.
Break their ranks.
Yeah, they should not break their ranks. Go ahead.
Before their face, the people shall be much paid.
Yeah, which goes into Isaiah. I think Isaiah, I can't remember. Say the 13th, but it's the one that says people's face gonna be black.
It's gonna wax down with fear.
Yeah.
Men's hearts shall fail them for fear.
Yeah.
Even going to gnash in the teeth.
So you ought to get it, but we just bring it. They go to speaking it. You know, go ahead.
All faces shall gather blackness.
Yeah. Some of you niggas' faces already black. You know, so it ain't gonna be a hard thing.
It's gonna be frightening.
Yeah, it's gonna be frightening. Cause you remember back in the early 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, used to have and which they still here. And all these towns, there used to be nuclear alarms, man. Everybody go run out in the bunker and shit. Nigga get in the tub. Nigga hugging their baby. You know.
Teach the children to climb under the desk.
Yeah. But that's gonna do something, man. All right. These times they ain't gonna have that shit, man. You just gonna see them. You gonna see them. You gonna look up and see them. Oh. Or you might see the blast happening in a nearby city or state. It's gonna be he gonna be. Let's say caught in the headlights, man. You're gonna be instantly blind. Then you're gonna go deaf. Then you're gonna feel a burn, man.
If I may add on what you said, like before they detonate, you literally gonna be able to see them. Like you see a plane way up in the air,
yeah,
and you can see the chemtrails following it. It's gonna look something like that.
I'm gonna say this. Yeah, that's the brother right, because in the book of Ezra it said at the far distance, those missiles look like a saw coming from the earth, going in the sky. It's so much they call them a horrible stuff. When has ever On Earth, a star was horrible.
Right.
We look at stars every night.
Yeah, for real.
Ain't nothing horrible, but it's twinkle.
Yeah.
But these motherfuckers are gonna be the ones that bring forth the destruction, though, man. Go ahead,
Hey, to prove what he's saying, it's gonna look like it's a far off. You know how stars look far? Then, like he said, it's gonna come to you, man. It's coming. It's like a falling star gonna hit your ass, man.
Yeah.
Come
on, Go ahead.
They shall run like mighty men.
They shall run like mighty men. Go ahead.
They shall climb the wall like men of war.
You remember how you watch? Remember the ending scenes to what is this shit go back? Oh, I hate you niggas. Bullshit. What's a hippo? Everybody, one night, man.
And the Lord is about to melt this place.
Go ahead. Read it one more time.
They shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the wall like men of war.
Yeah, man.
And they shall not, and they shall march everyone on his way, and they shall not break their ranks.
They're gonna break their ranks, man. They're not gonna collide into each other. They're gonna go exactly where they need to go at, man. Really, like I said, it's another scripture to prove that with GPS capabilities, man. If they go off or sway for something, they're gonna get their coordinates back right. Right? And like I said, also the Lord gonna have the spirit on them, man. The angels are gonna be sitting them where they need to go, man.
Because the Lord is basically taking human error into consideration. Because those systems that they have, they're pretty good. But the Lord is making sure all bets are off, and this place gonna get destroyed. They're not laser guided, they're angel guided, man.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, verse 8. Neither shall one thrust another.
Meaning hit each other. They're not gonna thrust each other in midair. Not gonna run into each other. Go ahead.
They shall walk everyone in his path.
Yeah. They're gonna go exactly where they need to go. That's what that's going into, man. All right. And like I say, like what we always go into. A bullet may not have a name on it, but some of you niggas, your name is on that missile, man. They're sitting on the other side of the world in the silo right now, man, with your name written on it. Okay? Go ahead, huh?
And when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded.
They're not gonna be wounded, man. They're gonna leave some dents in the world, man. Craters. All right? You know how far 1,500 miles is, man? That's a deep hole, man.
And
you know?
Go ahead, if I'm an egg falling on that sword and not being wounded, it's gonna go right past the what? The missile defense system. If you look up this verse in the NLT, it straight up tell you their defenses shall not be able to slow them down. It's fucking hypersonic.
And also, when you go into look at this, lose my train of thought, but it's the one about the Brigadine. All right, the Brigadine is what? America's defense system. They tell you that it's gonna fail, man. The Brigadine that goes into armor shield or whatever, it's gonna fail. Yeah. And most, huh?
I had that word sword in Hebrew.
Go ahead.
It's the word sword from Joel 2:8, Strong's H7973, shalach, and it says weapon, missile, sprout, missile, weapon, sprout, shoot.
Yeah, man. And that's it. It's how this place. We're reading how this place gonna go out. You got a little bit more. Let me see what number you on?
9.
Okay.
They shall run to and fro in the city. They shall run upon the wall. They shall climb upon the houses. They shall enter in at the windows like the thief.
And it's talking about that lake of fire. When you look at that lake of fire, it's going to go in everything. It's not going to miss no type of, just like water. When you pour water in a pitcher, it touches everything. All right, and the Lord likens that consuming fire to a lake. It's going to do what water does. It touches every crevice. All right, it's just going to spread throughout the whole continent.
And fire doesn't miss nothing, just like water doesn't miss anything.
Mm-hmm. And that's why he said when we was in the chambers to see the downfall of this, he said it's gonna be as fire as in water, as the water as in fire, man. It was like the water, the Lord, and with that Sabbath, he said it looked like the rivers. Was the Lord mad with the rivers, man? Yeah. All right, because why? This place gonna look like the water, gonna look like fire, man. From the nuclear destruction, man.
You got lava under the ground, it's gonna be busted up.
It's heat.
Yep.
Yeah, this place gonna go, especially the South. The South got over hundreds of damn, what they call them, nuclear plants and shit. She's gonna go, hey man, that's why the truth say, this place gonna burn as a memorial, all right, from generation to generation. When our grandkids get here, it's still gonna be burning, man. You know?
See a glass meeting with fire.
Yeah, stop at 11 now.
Okay.
We'll just stop at 11.
Okay. Verse 10. The earth shall quake before them. The heavens shall tremble. The sun and the moon shall be dark. And the stars shall withdraw their shining.
Yeah. From all that smoke and pitch and everything being burned up, man. It's going to block out the sun. That's one clue. We know it's going to be in the daytime. All right. That's one clue. You know, go ahead.
Verse 11. And the Lord shall utter his voice before his army. For his camp is very great.
And what is his army? The Lord of hosts, the angels, man. Which you can read about. You can read about how the Lord's gonna come back and destroy this place in Isaiah, the 63rd chapter, man. All right? Go ahead, brother.
For he is strong that executeth his word. For the day of the Lord is great and very terrible.
And very terrible. So what Miss Joyce in the Baptist church talking about? I can't wait till the day of the Lord with that big hat that's tilted, looking like Saturn.
The rapture.
You know?
Amos 5 and 18. What are you the desire?
What's she talking about, man?
What is the desire of the day of the Lord? What is it for you?
Yeah.
What end is it for you?
Yeah.
Bring it up. We'll get it out here.
This is Revelation.
Who knows why they want to? They would freak off to you. So. You know? Go ahead, brother.
It's Revelations 9 and 16. It says the number of the army of the horsemen that spoke about in Joel. It says the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000, and I heard the number of them.
200 million missiles. Right? That's going into. Let the scripture show you that it's going to be 200 million missiles that destroy America.
Yeah, and the reason we know it's 200 million because in the ancient world they didn't have the word million. They would say thousands. So that lets you know it's talking about millions.
200,000 times 1,000 is what is it going to
200 million, man. Yeah. Right? The Lord going to overkill this horde, man. This bitch, man. Right? Where nothing going to be perceived. Right? So with that, man, we're going to give all praises, glory, infinite honors to Yahweh. Double honor to the elders apostles of GMS. And peace and blessing and salutation to the hopeful elect and those that follow after the Lamb Yahweh Shai, man. Until next time, I'm going to say, Shalom.